right, welcome to I Golf and I Make Stuff. I don't know if this is going to be the instructional video or if it's just going to be me kind of showing what I'm doing. And then I'm going to tell you I'm going to make an instructional video, and then I'm never going to do it, and this is going to have to serve, so pay attention. So what I did is I have these ferrules here. So I got, these are custom ferrules. I have a whole bunch of different kinds. These ones aren't split, but I do have split ones, and that's kind of what we're going through today. I don't know if these cameras are going to see that. Yeah. All right. Anyway. So these split ones are what we're going to kind of work on, and showing how you can put them on without screwing up your head. You don't have to take your head off, so it makes it easier. So you'll need, I just use the quick cure for this, the Brampton's quick cure. It's just what comes. I've tried a few different ways with, I don't know which camera to look at. I'm going to put this one here so I stop looking at it. All right, so this one's recording through here. What we're going to do is I'm going to kind of heat this up. And you don't have to heat it up. You can just cut it off yourself. All this is an accent piece. There's no structure to it. And you just kind of cut it off. And it'll come right off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to take some sandpaper and just kind of grit this up. So I have this ferrule here. It's not broken yet. You can see when I open them up. So I don't know whether I'm going to lean into the crack. So let me grab the other one that I've done. So here's a couple others that I have done. You can see here. So this is the main split. And then this right here is kind of that secondary split. And it almost looks worse when it's not all the way down. So here's one I did. It's just a black ferrule. Yeah, it looks good. Another all black. So, I mean, they look fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to heat one up and then get it in. Thing is, you need to have like your everything ready. So I have these, and I designed them. They're thicker at one end, so they hold the ferrule in exactly how you want. So thicker. So it's nice and squished, and I'll include these with the kit. Each kit will come with, I think, 15 ferrules. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up some glue here. Oh, this stuff is old, or it needs to warm up. It's all chunky. Doesn't matter. We're testing anyway. This is the 30-minute cure, so you don't have a whole lot of time. So what I'm still experimenting with is you got to get a lot of glue in here, because the other ferrules are held on, you know, kind of just by the pressure on the shaft. They almost don't necessarily need glue, but these absolutely need glue in order to be held on. So I'm going to put a little screwdriver in there. I'm going to heat it up. And then what we're going to do is hopefully put it on there without it cracking that. Okay, it's opening up by itself. I put it on, close it, get my clamp on there. Isopropyl, we can kind of clean off the glue. You kind of let it dry a little bit. Just like isopropyl paper towel, I do this a lot, so I got a lot of the tools. If I sell this as a kit, you'll just get this and then the Ferrules. You don't necessarily need a clamp. Again, just I'm making it easier on myself because I do it a lot. Oop. Squeezed it too much. Okay. And I am making it a little bit. You can see there's like a crack. Now, depending on your shaft, there's going to be a bigger crack. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to size these up a hair so they fit on there better. And you sand it down anyway, so it doesn't really matter if it's a little bit bigger. So then you can, you got a little bit of sanding you can do. We'll let that cure for a while, and then we'll kind of come back to it. All right, bring you back in here. We're going to do another one. It's kind of, so when you're just kind of cracking them open like an egg, you kind of get that line. So we're just going to lean into that. I'm going to put some glue on, and I'm going to really get the glue all over. This glue's starting to set. So it's probably the last. So and pop this on there. I like to have the big split on the back, kind of line it up. Then it just kind of looks like it's supposed to be there, maybe. I mean, we all know it's not, but just kind of cleaning it up. Put this here, squish it, and then move it close. And you kind of want to clean your gap up so you can get it as close as you can. Okay, I got it squeezed in there. Put that on there. Doesn't really need to stay in the clamp. Now I'm going to take this and kind of clean up any glue that came out. Just makes it easier for later, because you can always clean it up later too. So we got that on there. Okay, we're going to let them sit for a little bit. We're going to let it dry. It's already kind of drying good. All right, I think we waited long enough, so we're going to go ahead and sand it. 220 first. So we got most of this big stuff off. Now we're going to go through with the 320. I don't know if this is needed, but we're going to do it. Okay, we got it nice and smooth. Now we're going to take the acetone. So I got my acetone here and some grip solvent to kind of wipe it off after. So just I'm going to wipe down. Kind of melts it. Just some grip solvent on there. Okay. And you can see this is what I'm trying to get rid of. Just kind of, am I leaning into that crack? This is the crack we don't really want. But maybe we'll just do two halves, and then they'll both kind of look like they're there, but not like it broke like that. So we'll try that other one. So this is the one we heated up really well. So you can see it doesn't look like there's any crack. So let's go ahead and sand that and see if a crack appears. If you have a black, you might want to put some tape there. This is 320. So I did 220, then 320. Now, I don't want to state a price, but look at that. So when you heat it, we're not getting that crack. So this looks cooler and better. So you'll need acetone, isopropyl. I'm going to use some of this Novus to kind of, I like this Novus too. I don't know if it's needed, but it kind of shines things up a little bit more, gets rid of that haze. If one does develop. There's all sorts of things you can wipe your ferrules with. So, all right, yeah. So that actually looks really good. I don't know if you guys are seeing it, but let's say we do something like that for like 50 bucks for the set. You'll have to get your own glue and stuff, but I think that's just pretty cool. We'll see how long they last. And obviously if you get good glue on it, it should last. But yeah, obviously I can't do like Vikings and stuff, but I could do, other logos. So, all right, well, like I said, I don't think this is the how-to if I actually sell these, but most likely it's going to end up being that way because I don't know if I'll make another video. Anyway, yeah, it works. So, yeah, I do it the wrong way, so you don't have to.